On third gear now. Oh! Oh, welcome everyone, Shikai Hokan here, reporting for the festival. So, today we are going back to Forza Horizon 4, as many times as before. And today we are going to drive a rather interesting car, because it has some historical value. I mean, well, most car has historical value at this point, but it is a really nice car, you know. I mean, apparently my father actually drive one of these when he was younger. Well, he's not a participant, but the car still exists when he is still really young. And that is this car right here. Well, not really exactly this car, because I'm pretty sure the one that my father drove is the CJ5 Renegade version, which is from 1975. And this car right here is Willys MB Jeep. I think that's the name, Willys Jeep. And it is, well, basically what started the whole Jeep thing for the US. And the car is pretty widespread, and I believe they were using it during World War as well, but this particular model here is the 1945 version. So just at the very end of the World War on this car right here. And it is such a small car, and believe it or not, you use it for military purpose, and cars, a small car like this kinda help, I guess, to move around real quick around the base, I guess, but not really for full action, because the car is actually pretty slow on stock. And well, obviously I tune it up for this purpose, but yeah. So, like, the livery that you're seeing here is actually from the US Army themselves. Yeah, not an actual user, it's just from there, from the factory, sort of. And as you can see, the green, well, it's your classic green, alright? It's matte green, because you don't want to be reflective in a war, you know? I mean, if it's reflective, it's probably a lot easier to spot from far away possible. And this car is so small and so bare metal. I mean, like, literally the only cushioning part is from the chair, and that's about it. Like, everything else is just metal or rubber. And yes, you have the jerry can here as well. Yeah, I think that's a jerry can. And probably a water storage as well. I'm not sure what that is. Yes, I know I really love World War stuff, but that doesn't mean I know everything, alright? And another interesting thing that you're seeing right now is on the front, the windscreen wiper is actually on the top. It's installed on the top, and it's just another rod to basically to move both of them. Like, it's just so bare metal like everything else. Well, aside from the roll cage, it actually doesn't use roll cage, but you can add it if you want to. Yeah, this car is very small, and for this occasion I'm actually using a different jacket and use the cap there. It is pretty fancy, my character here. I am really fancy for today. And well, obviously, since this is Forza, it's actually comes with the legalization version of the car, so that's why you have this indicator here. Not really indicator, the reflection thing that's usually on the car, you know, because it's mandated in US these days. Well, all across the world actually. But the Jeep actually doesn't have this, I think. And of course you have the shuffle and the axe, I think. I'm not sure why they painted in army green as well, but I guess that's what they're gone for. Oh, by the way, you can remove that if you want to. And on the other side you can see the exhaust pipe. Oh, by the way, this car is really easy to disassemble completely, you know. It's really interesting. So, right, enough talk, let's go for a race, shall we? Oops, wrong gear. we're going to drive on this particular route here, the Bamber Pinewood Trail. And I upgraded to B class, so not too high. But, you know, I don't have much B class car for rallying, so I thought maybe I should build a B class rally for a proper rallying, and apparently that falls to this MB Jeep right here. The Willys Jeep from 1945. It looks really cute, and the CJ5 Renegade is actually kinda a remake version of this car, except it's more modern. Not that modern because it's at the end of the day it's still on 1975. But I guess they try to make it mandated and sell it just for the sake of, oh yeah, this is the closest thing you can get for with the Jeep, with some safety feature for the civilian. Yeah, it is what it is. So like I upgraded to B class, and the power, it's a lot, but at the end of the day the car is still pretty light, so not much power that it can have. But it grips really well, which I really like. And it accelerates out of the corner really fast compared to this big metal chunk around us. Problem is, we don't have the top end because the power in the engine is actually pretty small. And as you can see, it's really strong around the corner. It's immediately catch up with that Raptor. I think that was Raptor, right? The F-150. Not sure if it's the Raptor version of it. But it grips really well. I really love it, actually. But then again, this is B class, so the car is actually pretty slow compared to what you think what a fast car is. But for B class, I feel like it's pretty fast. It's plenty fast. The tire size is pretty small, a maximum on 215 if I remember correctly. Yeah, not much rubber to keep the car on track. But then again, you got to make some sacrifice for a small car like this. And there we go, we managed to stall the lead from those two. Well, not for long though, because it's high-speed section, so they will catch up on the straight line, because at maximum, this car can go to 200 kilometers per hour now, but it's still not enough power. As you can see, they're rolling back in. They're reeling us. But then there is a corner on the front, so I'm going to win this with the corner. A bit hesitant there, but I screwed them up. But the car is really good. It stopped really quickly, and it goes out of the corner really fast as well. And it's all-wheel drive since 1945. So it's really a nice car to have, to be honest, especially at a time where you have to go cross-country a lot. Well, you're not recommended to cross-country with the four-wheelers like this. If you want to cross-country, you're supposed to have a track as your wheel, but then again, this car for off-roading and stuff, it's pretty good. Ooh, a tap there. A nice save there, actually. I'm kind of surprised by myself there. But this car can make you giggle, even though it's just on B class. And there you go. 2 minutes 53, almost sub 53. Oh, that's nice, nice. This guy is pretty quick. 3 seconds ahead thanks to the corner. But I think you'll struggle a lot if you try to fight another player in this car. This car is so like, you know. But yeah, compared to those two, the Ram and the Raptor, oh my god, this car is tiny in comparison. But then again, all cars from back then is so small because people's back then are smaller than today's standard. You know what, let's just jump into another race and let's see about this roll right here. 5,000, I'm pretty sure I get the 5,000 again. Because I'm the 5,000 man. Yeah, as you can see there is a 5,000, I'll get that 5,000. Come on. Told ya. I know it. Oh. Okay, you know how this car's supposed to be an off-roader, right? Well, as you can see right now, we're going to try to the one place that you will hate if you try to drive it on a normal rally car, because this particular place is more fitting for an off-roader, and that is the Mudkicker's 4x4 Scramble. And so, of course, Jeep is supposed to be an off-roader, right? Well, the Willys Jeep, because that's what they used for back then, but not as an extreme as a rock climbing, because it's not really for that. It's for mobility outside of the road, outside of asphalt and tarmac back then. So now let's see how it performs. I haven't tried it here when I test it, so I'm pretty sure this will roll. It will cause a lot of grief, but we'll see. I haven't tried it. You can trust me on that. On this particular track, I was going to test it before, but I pulled myself off because it would be interesting to see how it performs around here without knowing how it actually performs after you test it, right? Ooh, someone has an army green on their Hummer. Nice. That's an army green, right? Oh god, I got bumped by that Jeep. Okay, that's not a good sign. Okay, actually not bad. That is our fellow modern off-roader. Yeah, it struggles a lot. That's a nice car choice on a Hummer, to be honest. So Hummer, the Humvee actually, is more on the desert operation more often than not. So I guess that's kind of a nice thing to look at, because you don't see a forest green like that on a Humvee, because Humvee is only around Middle East operation, most of that they usually active. Not sure if there is a Humvee outside of the Middle East in terms of operation. Oh, that's a nice landing. Actually, it's do really well. I'm kind of surprised. I thought being small and have a capability to roll from time to time, I thought it will be rolling around there, but it actually just have enough speed to stay not rolling, stay up without causing a lot of trouble for yourself. Okay, we have one more lap. I don't know if I can take them on because the place is too small. With a bunch of huge cars like those, it's kind of hard to overtake, you know. Yeah, that's a payback, buddy. You shoved me wide earlier. I'm not sure if it's you or it's this guy. Oh, that's nice. We're on lead. I'm keeping it on 4th gear for now. Yeah, on 3rd gear now. Oh! Oh! Finally, a roll! Ah! Why? Why did that happen? I have no idea what causing that roll, but probably a bump, but oh my god. Oh, that's classic blunder. And it's not even my blunder. I got sabotage. Must be the Russian spy. It must be the Russian spy. No, I'm just kidding, but that roll is hilarious. I'm surprisingly shocked with that roll. I wasn't expecting that will roll around there, but it did roll. Oh, wow. Oh, 56.8. We're the fastest, it seems, because the next fastest one is 56.8. 6. We're on 56.81. It's just so unfortunate that I have to roll at the very end. I'm not even mad on that one. It's just so hilarious. It's just suddenly rolling. Like, yep, I'm going to roll here. I do a good job. So now I have to fulfill the expectation of my owner, and it's to roll. Good thing I have that roll cage. If not, my head will be crushed. That was really stupid. Oh boy. Now, after that particular circuit, it would be appropriate if we end this with an actual cross-country race, right? Because, you know, a cross-country race would be really hilarious with this car. I mean, I don't recommend it if you want to try it on A-Class, but if you want to do it, sure, but I don't really recommend it because this car is really easy to roll actually sometimes. Especially with that narrow wheelbase, it will roll. But we'll see. The car is pretty narrow right, compared to this other off-roader. Alright, I just full throttle it and it just launched. It's just so good. It doesn't even have to worry. But the main thing, if you want to keep in mind on cross country, there is a lot of object that you're probably going to destroy, right? And this car is not good for that because how light it is, it will stop rather easily around obstacle. It will be slowed down. Yeah, as you can see that earlier, it just slowed down because there is a fence. Oh wow, that's knocked down the speed a lot. I'm kinda surprised by that. But yeah, this particular road, cross-country road, is actually kind of fun. Woo! Those guys are kind of struggling around the corner, but I don't. So that's good for me. But this guy is kind of unstable. I'm kind of scared. Oh wow, that just reduced myself to 150 kilometers from 160. So that's 10 kilometers reduction from that stones alone, that stone walls alone, cobblestone. But other than that though, it's fine. Oh, thank god this one actually on winter, so if it's not on winter, I'm pretty sure I will slow down a lot on this area because it's water. Oh god, that is really slowing down the car. Oh, that is the big boy. Oh my god, that's scary. A turn, buddy. I know you cannot turn, but don't use me as a turn pad. I got to, what is it, shift down because it's a deep snow, and deep snow will also slow down like car like this or any car that doesn't have enough power. And yes, they are on my tail, and there's another water body here, and it slowed me down significantly, and that guy just stole my position, and I managed to get it back. Oh my god, that was intense. Oh, that was really intense. Oh yeah, only differs by 0.19. That is very close. Yeah, that Hummer H1 is really good. I really love it, and it's actually pretty nice to drive on S1 cross country. You know, I get some wins with that car. It's hilarious because it's not even top of S1, but it is what it is. And we're talking about Willys. Yeah, Willys works really well actually. This car stops from D class to B class, and it works really well on B class. So yeah, actually you can drive it on cross country without rolling, which is quite surprising because I was expecting it will be kind of unstable. It's stable enough. I do like this car for shit and giggles. Because it does gives you some giggles to see, oh yeah, it's just a B class, you know. But yet it felt so fast with it alone, you know. So this car is kind of nice to drive around, and I haven't featured this ice lake for a while. So there you have it, the Willys MB Jeep. A really nimble car actually, which is interesting and has a lot of historical value to Jeep company as a company, and well, as a car of its own. Also, it also has a deep history within that old time during 1940s. So yeah, that really wraps it up. I really like how it handled actually. It's pretty fun to drive. If you have the time, I recommend you to drive one of this car because my god, it is really nice. But well, there is always the downside of it's going to roll or it's going to slow down because of an obstacle and stuff like that. But it's not really a big deal, to be honest. But yeah, this is the Willys Jeep. Really love it. Alright everyone, Shikai Hokan here, reporting for the end of the world. I mean, the video. Hope you guys enjoyed today's content. If you like it, feel free to activate that like button. If you want to see more of my content, you can put a mark on my head with that subscribe button. And lastly, any kind of support and feedback would be really appreciated. So, thanks for watching, and remember, I'm keeping my eyes on you. Keep on living, buddy.